lace up the shoes, chase W's, minute beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Mike, 48. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this,
Darnold on first down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Bell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Break. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. 61. Matchbox lights. Check. Check 43. Jim. Shit. Let's go. Get set. 5.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten down. There you go. Hey, exit. 53. Four. Three ball. Check nine. Ready.
Throwing Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
54 is Mike. 54. Hey, wahoo! 54. You. Big grip.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Kevin Huber now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Crowder now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw, Darnold. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did really down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Jones. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Bravo. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hit. Watch the twist.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man, Boyd. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Bengals.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He's checking
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Alpha. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Go. Go. 53's the mine. 53. Check. Now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He finds his running back, Mixon. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
First by him near the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. Now Jones to throw from his end zone. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 21.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Looking to throw. Jones. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 30 base. 53's mine. You're not ready. You're not. Now. Watch the safety creep. You're out. Hey, Foxtrot. 53's the mine. 53. Check 53. Woo-hoo. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Crowder. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Jones now throwing again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. Deuce. Look at me. Go. What? Squeeze.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jones now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Rock it. Double up.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Jones now. Only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, Echo. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
From the 29, Jones to the left side here for Eifert. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the screen, Bernard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Pilot, 64, weak. Yep.
Mike, 57.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Yo, cheetah. Mike.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Smooth.
52, Mike 52.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
We go, Sack. 52. Mike 52. Hey, tight.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bring it over there, right? 52's the mic. Check right.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Jets 17, Bengals 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go! At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jones, off play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Jets first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Bell. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Now Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Check 48, come on. Hey, let's get that ball, Ken. Let's get that ball right here.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Dante Pettis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Jets 24, Bengals 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hairston. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Right 52, right 52.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it, yeah. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Henry Anderson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. Look at the spin.
Balance.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Check 52 to Mike.
They'll go again with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Darnold on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Mike 48. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Donald on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee.
Donald on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,